Hello. I want to ask you something small but very important. Have you felt weak in your legs lately? There are days when just walking to the yard or up a few stairs makes you feel tired and sore. Is getting up from the chair slower than before? If you nod, you're not alone. Many people over 60 years old also experience that feeling: foot pain, heavy steps, and gradually lose the flexibility they once had. Everyone thinks it's a normal part of getting older. But I'm here to say, probably not. I discovered something that surprised me. Some fruits seem very good, but again silently weakens your legs, every day. They do not cause immediate harm, but over time, they can cause you to lose the strength you need to move comfortably. In today's video I will share with you 7 fruits people over 60 should avoid, if you want to keep your feet healthy and supple for a long time. Hope you'll stay until the end of the video. Because sometimes, all it takes is one small changes in diet can also bring a huge improvement in your daily life. And if you care about your health in old age like me, don't forget click to subscribe to the channel. We will have many things to talk about together. I know you're watching this video not out of curiosity, but because you really want to know what's going on with your feet. Why do you grow older? Travel becomes difficult, persistent pain and a dull feeling of weakness every day. I understand that. And I want to promise you something very simple. If you stay until the end of this video, you will know the real cause is making my legs weak, and more importantly, know what you can do to improve this situation from today. No need to change too much. Just do it right and do it right. Every small step is enough to get you back stability, comfort and freedom within your own body. 1. Dried fruit, small but powerful, in a way no one wants. You know, many of us older people like to chew a few pieces of dried fruits like raisins, dried apricots, dried bananas, dried pineapples every time we watch TV or read books. This habit seems harmless. Fruit, why is it bad? But here's the thing. When fruit is dried, the natural sugars in it become much more concentrated. Just a small handful of raisins can contain as much sugar as an entire can of soda. Consequence, hidden sugar makes your feet degraded. Have you ever experienced the feeling of, "This morning I just woke up and saw it tired legs"? It only takes 15 minutes to get to the market, sit down and rest because your legs feel like they're about to collapse. Does every step feel like it weighs twice as much even if you're not carrying anything? If so, then it's very possible the muscles in the legs are crying silently because they ate too much sugar, especially from dried fruits. Sugar makes the body tired, weak in the legs and causes diseases. Suggested healthy alternative: fresh fruit, less sweet, more water. If you still like the feeling of sipping, that's okay, proper substitution is key. Instead of raisins, you can eat them fresh grapes, cool, low in sugar and contains water to help reduce dryness in the body. Try dried bananas instead, a slice of medium-ripe banana, still delicious but not thickened by sugar. Want to change the flavor? Blueberries, strawberries, kiwi, all are great for the heart and muscles and much less sweet. If you still like the dry taste, then limit it, just a few pieces at a time, don't put the whole bag on the table. And remember, drink more water afterward, that will help your body rebalance. 2. Pineapple, sweet taste but easily causes foot fatigue. Pineapple, also known as pineapple, is one of the tropical fruits loved by many people. From its shiny yellow color to its cool sweet scent, pineapple is always the first fruit chosen in fruit plates, fruit salads, or even juiced after every meal. And you know, I used to be a loyal fan of this dish. Every time I go to the market, I choose the freshest pineapples. After peeling them, I eat almost half. The feeling is both refreshing and purifying, as many people say. But then something strange happened. Consequences that are easy to ignore: legs weaken after each meal. I started to notice that eat lots of pineapple at a time, the next day my feet more tired than usual, especially from the knees down. At first I thought it was because I exercised a lot or because the weather was cold. But that feeling happened many times, especially when I eat pineapple for many days in a row. I started paying more attention, and it turned out I'm not the only one facing this situation. Many older people, including my friend, also have similar phenomena. After eating pineapple, legs feel heavy or have a dull pain. Some people have mild cramps in the evening. Some people even saw the knee stiffens. It is difficult to rotate flexibly as usual. Why does this happen? I'm not a doctor, but after talking to many people and consulting with experts on the health of the elderly, I've learned one thing. Pineapple contains a lot of natural acids and sugars, is not harmful to young people or people with healthy digestive systems. But for people over 60 years old, when bones, joints and muscles have weakened somewhat, later the strength of this fruit can easily cause mild irritation on the muscles, especially in the legs, which have to bear the entire body's weight every day. Besides, eating too much pineapple can easily cause fluctuations in blood sugar levels, leaving you feeling weak and limp afterwards. Especially for those with a history of diabetes or joint pain, this more clearly. Check for confusing signs. Maybe you don't think pineapple is the culprit, but if you often experience the following symptoms, try paying attention to your eating habits. Friend or eat pineapple 2 to 3 times or more per week, in large quantities. After eating, you feel leg muscles are loose, walking is uncertain. Friend prone to mild cramps or calf tightness at night. You notice feeling of knee pain even without vigorous exercise. If any of this sounds familiar, maybe it's time, you need to talk again to your fruit plate. Suggested healthy alternative, still delicious but still good for your feet. I'm not saying you have to stop eating pineapple completely. That is, we should eat less and smarter. Here are ways you can substitute or combine. Only eat ripe pineapple, not too sour. The more sour the pineapple, the more acidic it is, easily irritating the stomach and muscles. Do not eat pineapple on an empty stomach. This can easily cause the body to react strongly, especially in the elderly. Combine pineapple with cool, low-sugar fruits, for example. Melon, light on the stomach, lots of water, not harsh. But, gentle, helps cool off after pineapple. Blueberries good for the heart, very suitable for ages 60+. Replace pineapple with other fruit during the week. For example, instead of eating pineapple 3 days in a row, you can choose. Eat a day ripe papaya, easy to digest, good for eyes. Eat a day fresh grapes with few seeds, naturally sweet but softer. Combine pineapple with main meals, don't eat it alone as a snack. This helps soften the effects of pineapple by neutralizing other dishes. 3. Bananas, good for the heart but not always good for the legs. Bananas are probably one of the most popular fruits in every home. Easy to buy, easy to eat, soft, sweet, convenient, truly the best friend of old age. Some people eat bananas in the morning to get energy, some people eat bananas to soothe hunger, some people think it helps them sleep well. All are true, but only true if eaten properly and in the right amount. Unexpected consequences, bananas can make your legs tired and heavier. I know you will be surprised to hear that. Do bananas also make your legs weak? I used to think the same, until practical experience taught me a lesson. Many older people told me that after eating bananas they felt legs are heavier than usual, as if something was pressing down. Get up more slowly, especially after sitting for a long time. Some people still see it calf muscles are tight and tired, even though I don't go much. At first I thought it was due to exercise or the weather. But after giving up bananas for a few days, that feeling markedly decreased. When you eat again, the symptoms return. Why does this happen? Bananas are sweet, soft and packed with minerals. Sounds good, right? But the truth is, thoroughly ripe bananas contain a lot of sugar and starch. Easy to do. Blood sugar levels increase rapidly and then decrease, making the body and legs feel tired, lose strength, silent. Furthermore, eating too many bananas, especially on an empty stomach or in the evening, can cause it. Some people experience mild fluid retention, leading to the condition legs are a bit swollen and heavy, or calf pain. This doesn't happen to everyone, but to people over 60 years old have digestive and circulatory systems that are no longer as sensitive as before. Later, the harmful effects of excess bananas are easy to see. Symptoms you should pay attention to if you regularly eat bananas. You eat 2 to 3 bananas per day, especially ripe bananas that are soft and very sweet. Friend feeling of tired legs after eating, especially at noon or evening. You are vulnerable mild swelling in the ankles or calves after meals. You see legs are weaker after a banana breakfast, instead of getting better. If you have these signs, try adjusting the way you eat bananas. You may notice the difference in just a few days. Recommended alternative that is gentle and easy to apply. I'm not saying bananas are bad, they just are. Sometimes we need to make a little adjustment, especially as you get older. How to eat bananas smarter. Choose medium ripe bananas, not too soft and sweet. Don't eat on an empty stomach, especially early in the morning. Do not eat more than 1 fruit at a time and no more than 1 to 2 fruits per day. Combine bananas with protein-rich dishes like Greek yogurt or eggs to stabilize your energy. Do you want to change your taste? Try. But, sweet taste, lots of water, good for digestion. Apple, low in sugar, rich in fiber, helps you feel full for a long time without feeling tired. Watermelon, fresh, light on the feet, especially good in the hot season. 4th, bottled orange juice. Drinking seems to be good for your health, but unexpectedly it makes your legs weak. If you opened the refrigerator in the home of someone over 60 years old, what would you see? A bottle of orange juice in the corner, 100% pure, rich in vitamin C, good for the heart, increases resistance. Sounds appealing, right? I know. Because I also used to buy it every week. Every morning, pour a small glass, drink it on an empty stomach and think, yes, I am doing something good for my body. Until my feet started to talk. The real consequence, bottled orange juice can make your legs weaker and weaker. I started to notice. Every time drink orange juice in the morning, until about noon legs feel heavy and sluggish, even walking a few steps is tiring. One day I went to the market, sit and rest longer than usual, even though I wasn't carrying anything heavy. Even a few times tight knees, especially after standing in the kitchen for a long time. At first I didn't think about orange juice. I thought maybe I wasn't getting enough sleep or maybe I was exercising too hard. But after eliminating orange juice from my morning menu for a week, I was pleasantly surprised. My legs feel noticeably lighter. Why is something that sounds so healthy so harmful? The answer lies in road. It's not the sugar you add, that is, sugar is available in bottled orange juice, even the 100% natural variety, with nothing added. When the orange is squeezed and bottled, natural fibers and fibers are removed, leaving behind only concentrated sweet juice and plenty of natural sugar. An 8-ounce glass of orange juice contains approximately 6 to 7 teaspoons sugar, equivalent to a small can of soft drink. And you know, when sugar enters the body too quickly, especially if you haven't eaten anything else, your body will react by increased insulin, then hypoglycemia, causing feelings of fatigue and drowsiness, especially in the body. Legs and arms are the parts that bear the most pressure. Symptoms you may experience if you regularly use bottled orange juice. Legs are often tired after breakfast, even if it's just a light meal. Difficulty maintaining balance when standing for a long time, just like when cooking or packaging. Knee has a bit of a dull pain, especially after drinking orange juice on an empty stomach. Feels sluggishness, loss of strength in the legs, approximately 1 to 2 hours after administration. Alternative suggestions: still delicious, still cool but not weak. Choose fresh, whole oranges and eat the orange pulp. When you eat whole fruit, fiber helps slow down the absorption of sugar, without giving your body an energy shock. If you drink orange juice, squeeze it yourself at home. And remember, don't drink on an empty stomach. Do not exceed half a cup at a time. Drink slowly, in small sips. Try changing to another, gentler country. Cucumber juice with a few slices of fresh lemon. Warm herbal tea in the morning like ginger tea or mint tea, helps the body warm up and prevents tired legs. Filtered water with orange slices and a few mint leaves, both beautiful and cool. I don't blame myself for believing what the ad said. Who doesn't want to do something good for their health? But I learned that the good thing is not in the label on the bottle but in the way your body feels after using it. If a glass of water makes you feel tired, weak, unsteady, that's it is not what you need. No matter how big it is, it still says 100% pure. 5. Grapes, small, sweet but not always harmless to the feet. No, just listening to it makes me feel comfortable. Bunches of purple, red, green grapes, each fruit is round, sweet and succulent. We often wash grapes, put them in a bowl, put them on the dining table, sip them while watching the news or serve them every time we have guests. And we must also admit, grapes have many benefits. They are easy to eat, beautiful to look at and often considered a precious fruit that is good for the heart and anti-aging. But, when you hit your mid-60s, things start to change, the body no longer processes sugar and energy like before. And sometimes, a bunch of innocent grapes is what makes your legs gradually weaken. Silent consequences, deliciously sweet, but makes your legs tired. Have you ever woke up in the morning and my feet were as heavy as lead, even though you didn't do anything the day before? Stepping out onto the field, I found my calves stiff and difficult to lift, even though it's not cold. Standing for long periods of time will make your legs tire faster than usual, as if there were no resistance. If so, you might want to see what you've been eating lately, especially grape. Why can grapes, no matter how small, affect your feet? Grapes are a type of fruit very rich in natural sugars, especially seedless grapes, often grown for their sweet taste and easier eating. A small cup of grapes can hold more than 23 g of natural sugar, which is equivalent to approximate 5 to 6 teaspoons. When you eat grapes, especially in large quantities and individually, that sugar goes straight into your bloodstream. For older people, the body does not process it as quickly as before, so you will be susceptible to sudden decrease in energy after rapid increase. Weak legs, mild muscle contractions, calves feel weaker. Stay lightly hydrated, causing the ankles and calves to feel heavy and sluggish. And because grapes are so easy to eat, many people eat a whole lot without paying attention, leading to long-term consequences. The story of Uncle Paul in Texas. Uncle Paul, 74 years old, former teacher, often calls me every week to talk about his garden, plants, and food. Once he said, "This week my legs hurt so much. When I go out I have to hold on to the wall. But strangely, I don't exercise much." I asked him if he ate anything else. Uncle laughed. "Yes. Grandma bought a whole box of seedless grapes to keep in the refrigerator. Every time she passes by, she picks a few." I asked him to try replacing it with lighter fruit and eating less. 2 weeks later, he called back. "It's absolutely better. Maybe something is too sweet, we have to be careful." Signs you should pay attention to if you regularly eat grapes. You usually eat grapes in the evening or when hungry. You often feel that legs are tired, walking is unsteady, especially after eating fruit. You get it often slight tension in the calves or feeling like you're about to have a cramp. You eat grapes it's impossible to control the quantity, sometimes a whole bunch at once. Gentle solution, still delicious, still fresh, still light on your feet. Reduce the amount of grapes you eat at a time. Instead of keeping the whole bunch, separate 5 to 6 berries into a small bowl. Stop after eating, easier to control. Don't eat grapes on an empty stomach. Eat after a main meal or with a protein-rich snack like unsweetened yogurt, which helps slow down the absorption of sugar. Prioritize seed grapes, which have a mild sour taste. Grapes with seeds are often less sweet and have thicker skins, helping you eat slowly and more naturally. Replace with low-sugar fruits that are better for your feet. Strawberry, sweet taste, lots of water, low sugar, good for bones and joints. Blueberry, rich in anti-aging substances, helps improve blood circulation and avoid numb feet. But, Cool, sweet taste, aids digestion, does not cause sudden increase in blood sugar. 6. Watermelon, cool in the mouth but can be cold on the feet. Every summer, everyone has at least one watermelon in the refrigerator. Cut into cool, juicy red pieces, eat one piece and feel refreshed all over your body. Watermelon is the national cooling dish, no one denies that. Cool, easy to eat, mildly fragrant and contains a lot of water, so everyone thinks it is mild and benign. But many elderly people feel tired and have heavy legs after eating watermelon, especially those who have blood circulation problems, diabetes, or simply have turned 60 years old. Silent consequences, watermelon can make your legs weak with each step. I know this may sound strange, how could an all-water fruit like watermelon affect the feet? But then I watched myself and my loved ones go through this. On a hot day, eat near your house 2 large slices of cold watermelon. By afternoon, tired legs, cooking must lean against the cabinet. Then evening came mild cramps in the calves and feeling cold and numb from the knees down. At that time I didn't think it was because of the watermelon. But after a few repetitions, I started to have doubts, and when reduced the amount of melon, the symptoms disappear. I just realized that, not everything cool is good for me. Reason: too much water, too cold, too sweet, not suitable for older people. Watermelon seems like water is water, but it contains quite a lot natural sugar, especially if you choose a ripe, sweet, red melon. When you eat too much, the body absorbs large amounts of sugar in a short period of time. For the elderly, the ability to metabolize sugar is no longer as good as before, leading to low energy, weak legs, fatigue quickly. Cold melon is still available. Blood circulates more slowly, causing legs cold, stiffness, mild numbness, especially for people who often experience numbness in their hands and feet. And watermelon is easy to eat a lot of. Because it is light and cool, we often eat it continuously, regardless of quantity. Signs you may experience if you eat watermelon too often. Friend or tired legs after a meal containing watermelon, especially at noon or in the afternoon. You eat watermelon when you are hungry or replace it with a main meal. After eating, you feel cold feet, numbness in calves or toes. Friends sweat a lot and lose strength, especially when eating cold watermelon on a hot day. Substitution suggestions and how to eat watermelon properly. Watermelon isn't bad, just your body needs more respect at this age. Here are ways you can still enjoy your favorite foods without harming your feet. Don't eat more than 1 to 2 slices at a time. Use small plates instead of large bowls to easily control how much you eat. Do not eat melon when it has just come out of the refrigerator. Leave at room temperature for at least 15 minutes to reduce cold shock to the body. Eat after the main meal, not instead of the main meal. When the stomach is full, the sugar in watermelon will be absorbed more slowly. Combine with cool, low-sugar fruits. Melon, softer, not too sweet, still cool. Friend, fragrant, moderately sweet, does not make your feet tired. Blueberries or kiwi, low in sugar, good for circulation. Do not eat watermelon for many days in a row. Change it every day so your body doesn't become dependent on a certain fruit. 7. Green apple, crispy, slightly sour, seemingly good for health but can make your legs weaker and weaker. Green apples are crispy, sour, cool. Many people call it a clean fruit, because it has less sugar than red apples, is not too sweet, and after eating it has a fragrant feeling in the mouth and a light stomach. Special older people often choose green apples because they think it is low in fat, does not cause high blood sugar. And yes, green apples have certain benefits, but not always suitable for people over 60 years old. Special when eating the wrong way or eating too much, this fruit can cause unpleasant effects on the feet that you never expected. Specific consequences: green apples can make you unsteady after age 60. Have you ever experienced this feeling? Eat a green apple in the morning but find it at noon. Knees are tired, legs are heavy, stood up on tiptoes from the chair. After snacking on a plate of sliced apples, you feel the muscles in the legs feel as if they have lost strength, as if they have just walked a long distance. Especially if you eat green apples on an empty stomach, feeling cold hands and feet, tired body appeared quickly. I used to be like that, hearing many older people talk about similar symptoms, thinking it was a coincidence, but in fact it was true. Closely related to green apples. Why do green apples affect your feet? Green apples contain a lot natural acid than other apples, which is why it has a mildly tart and refreshing taste. But with the stomach and digestive system of older people, this acid can cause the body to lose balance, cause mild indigestion, leading to lack of energy, especially in the limbs. Causes energy loss if eaten when hungry, causing limbs to become weak and unable to stand. Some people still experience the condition knee pain, mild calf cramps due to its influence on metabolism and blood circulation. And since green apples are not sweet, you tend to eat more without worry, leading to the condition excess acidity and mild energy disturbances after meals. Signs you should pay attention to if you are eating green apples every day. You eat often 1 to 2 green apples on an empty stomach, or instead of breakfast. After eating, you feel weak calves, unsteady standing. You have a situation cold limbs, sluggishness, loss of strength in the afternoon. You suffer mild tension in the tendon or knee joint, especially when traveling a lot during the day. A gentler solution for your feet. Limit green apples if you are over 60 years old and show signs of leg fatigue and loss of strength. Do not eat green apples on an empty stomach, especially in the early morning. If you want to eat, please eat 1 to 2 hours after the main meal, or combined with some light protein like almond or unsweetened yogurt to reduce the effects of acid. Substitute with warmer and less acidic fruit. Ripe pears are soft, light sweet taste, lots of water, easy to digest. Medium ripe bananas helps replenish energy without causing cold feet if eaten properly. Sweet tangerines, mildly aromatic, not too sour, pleasant to the stomach. Thank you for staying until the end of today's video. I know, seemingly small things, like an apple, a bunch of grapes, can affect the health of our feet more than we think. At this age, it's not important to eat a lot, it's important to understand correctly and make the right choice. Because every solid step does not come from luck but from small decisions repeated every day. If you find today's information useful, don't hesitate, press the channel subscription button and press the small bell next to it. That way, you won't miss a thing from us. For your health, every day matters. See you soon. Wishing your legs are always steady, every step is light and comfortable.